For coming to my channel. My name is Anthony, and when I first started this channel, I wanted to do reactions, and so I did my first one on Adam Calhoun's Shook One remix. Uh, and it's my first one, so I know there's some progress I can make. There's some tips and bits and about editing and everything, but um, when I sat the night that I uploaded it and watched it, you know, I loved it. This is what I want to do. This is what makes me happy is, music and recovery. But, the Shook Ones remix by Adam Cahoon, it felt like it wasn't um doing what I wanted it to be, doing what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna keep it recovery based. Since our channel is called Recovery as Possible, I want to try to make it as much about recovery and how it's helped me, through music and other, like seminars, TED Talks, whatnot. I'm gonna start. That's what I'm gonna react to. Um, I've been an addict for over 20 years. Um, Currently, I am 18 months and some weeks sober. It'll be 19 months April 3rd. I've been sober. I think the last time I used it was September 3rd, 2022. So almost going on 2 years. Um, and man, before that, see, I relapsed in 20, end of 21, beginning of 22. Had a bad, everything in my life was just not going right. And so I had the opportunity, not, this is how much your life can change within seconds. Because get home from work on the day that I relapsed, was sober still, smoked a little weed, but that's as far as that went, and things were not going right in my life. I was not happy. I was portraying that I was happy, but I wasn't. So opportunity came at hand, and without thinking it through completely, I had a meth pipe in my mouth an hour later. You know, this how much addiction and can take over you. You think you're doing great. I've known people sober for years, almost decades, and it's just one bad thought, y'all. It's just one bad thought. One thought that you don't think clearly through. That's how fast it can change your life. So I relapsed, and it was bad. It was like I never stopped. That's how bad it was getting. In March of 22, March 16th, I was arrested on a possession of cocaine charge up in Ithaca, and next day I bonded out. Car was impounded, so I had to figure out a ride situation. Luckily, I had my phone, which didn't have very much battery at the time, maybe like 15, 20%, enough to make some phone calls though. So, buddy Austin's like, I can come get you. I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna stand here. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk and meet you. I put the GPS location in for M57, which is the closest highway, which I knew that's the highway he was coming off of. So it took me in that route. Going down that road, it was like a country road kind of thing. It was like, I think Johnson Road is what it was called up in Ithaca. And I was on the phone with a friend of mine. I'm bored, just walking and talking, having a good time. Letting her know what was going on, why I was in jail, whatnot. Next thing I know, I'm waking up on the ground and it's dark outside. I mean, I remember it was daylight out, and I got people around me, and they're like, "Oh, you were just ran over by a car." I'm like, what? I'm in shock. I try to get up, and these ladies are they're trying to freaking get me to lay down. They're like, Mister, you need to lay down. Your legs messed up. I'm just like, what? And this blood everywhere. My face is all road rashed. It's crazy, and it's like I've come to find out this lady hit me at 65 miles an hour, and I think the speed limit in the police report said it was like 35 or 40 during that stretch of road, and she leaves me for dead. Like, I don't know. God, I don't know. I don't know. She left. Two old ladies found me on the side of the road, you know, and I don't know if I got clipped, if I went over. I don't know if I went on. I don't know. Like, I'm all jagged it up. But the only thing that was wrong, I had road rash all down my face, my legs, back of my legs. My leg was broke. My leg was mangled, my left leg. So my tibia and fibia snapped in half. And my ankle did like a 180 kind of thing. And it broke in 9 different spots. So I had 11 different breaks in my lower left leg. And that was it. People who get hit by cars at 20 miles an hour hit their heads and it's done. They're done. Lights out. You know, she hit me at 65 miles an hour. She says that she thought I was a deer. She swerved to miss some deer before that, and she thought I was a deer, and she hit me. Then she says I was wearing all black. The lady's story changed dramatically. As they were asking her questions. I guess she came back. I guess she had a guilty conscience, and she came back to make sure she didn't hit just a deer. And she says it was dark outside. I remember it being daylight because I was on a video chat, and you can't really see a video chat if it's dark out. So I was on this video chat, and she says I was wearing all dark clothing. So when I get to the hospital, right, my mom takes a picture of me. I think it is my mom or my Aunt Joe. I can't remember who it was. It may have been Deb. My mom and my Aunt Joe and their friend Deb, they rushed to the hospital from Grand Rapids. And this was in Ithaca, so it's like an hour, probably an hour away. Which I felt bad at the time because my mom was there to see Reba McEntire. She'd never seen Reba. And she wasn't even able to get on the stage before they got the call from the state police said I was ran over. And you know, and that filled my heart, but it broke my heart because I know my mom loves Reba McEntire. But she'd drop anything for my sister, my brother, myself, my father, anybody in her family, friends. If you're in her circle and she cares about you, she'll drop whatever it is and she'll be right there. And that's what I love about my mom. But more stories about that at a later time. So I relapsed bad, and in August of 2022, after my accident and everything, I'm trying to recover. It's not easy, but I'm using drugs to deal with the pain. But nobody really knows that I'm getting high. I mean, I'm trying to hide it the best I can. And you think you're hiding it, but you're not. There's people that do know, and there was. People aren't stupid. But August 22, I was pulled over in a car, and there was drugs found in my car. Again, on probation for the possession of cocaine, and I was like, I'm screwed. But I was given an opportunity. See, I got out, bonded out. Like a few days later, my mom again to the rescue. But things went wrong after that. I continued to get high. I wasn't. I wasn't. I was scared at the time. I didn't want to go back to prison because I just got done doing 6.5 years and got out in 2019. I just got off parole, and this happens. But I only did it to myself. You know. You can play tricks on yourself to make yourself think that you're doing the right thing, and you're not. You're not. But that drug it plays with your head, and that's not cool. You end up hurting people in the long run, even yourself. But so I get to jail. I get sentenced in November of 22, and I was given an opportunity for drug court. And I was like, let's do it. I need help. And this is supposed to be the top program, even though you're on probation. You're getting help. It's about recovery. And it really didn't snap until I was told I was going to go to Harbor Hall. I'm like, Harbor Hall? And I was asking some of the guys that I knew in my unit about Harbor Hall, and they're like, it's the best thing ever, blah, blah, blah. And at the time, I was like, if it's the best, you say it's the best thing ever, why are you still in jail? So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. Um, so I did my like 4.5 months in jail in January of 2023. Yeah, last January. January 23rd, 2023, I was released from the Ionia County Jail and was picked up by my recovery coach, Glenn Tyson. Shout out to Glenn Tyson, and his wife Ann. Love you guys. But and I got up to Petoskey, Michigan, in Harbor Hall. I didn't know how long I was gonna be here, but you know, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna put all my effort, all my soul into this program. That's what I did. From January till March, I was in residential, learning all the steps, learning all my triggers, learning coping mechanisms, um, how to reach out just to ask for help and just to see how somebody's doing. Be a kind human being. Um, and you gotta figure out it, and it is what was the it? It's something thinking. I can't irrational thinking. Sorry, irrational thinking. That's your it. A lot of people say it's id, irrational. It's in my books for school, but I can't think of the word that right off the top of my head. But it is irrational thinking, and that's what takes over your ego, your super ego, and that's what I had to learn to fix. It's that ego inside of me, not eagle, ego, ego. But so I went through the program, and God's good. However you look at it, God, whoever He is to you or she to you, because there is gods and goddesses in my opinion. Um, but that's a whole different video. But anyway, so you gotta find your higher power, and you gotta figure out how to control that ego. Because irrational thinking will be the death of you. Bottom line. Bottom line. So I continued my program. I met my wife while up here. Got married in July 15th. So shout out to my beautiful wife, Amber. Love you, honey. Um, and she's been a big, big, big help in my recovery too. We started this channel together, Mr. and Mrs. W. Recovery is possible. If you have not subscribed yet, please do it this time. Like, share, comment, just to get our message out to others in this world. If I can help one person today, besides myself, I'll be a happy man. So, we're getting into the recovery-based music this week. Today I got Casey Makes Music featuring Jordan Meyer, and it's called Sober. 18 months sober, almost 19. It was like 18 and a half months sober. And I look forward to reacting to this and seeing what kind of message I can portray what they're saying. All right. So before we start, again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so now. Like, comment, share. Casey and Jordan, the stage is yours. Let's get it.
When you're gone and your life is over, what will they say? What will they say? When you're gone, 'cause you won't get sober, what will they say? What will they say? I don't wanna live life like this no more. I don't.
You know, I love this guy's voice. I think this might be Jordan or Casey. I'm not sure. Um, you know, he says, "Where are you gonna be if you don't get sober?" You know, and just what I can see from the video. Um, the other gentleman's texting on the table, so he's obviously hiding something. You know, uh, looks like he's there with his girl or his family or his girlfriend's family, or I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but you know, I love this gentleman's voice. I gotta say that.
Get sober, what will they say? What will they say? I don't wanna live life like this no more. I don't. Every time that I say I'll get clean, but I know I won't.
I want to get sober, but I know I won't. You know, I've done that many times. You know, I stayed sober just for the moment. You know, but in the back of my mind, I wanted to get high so freaking bad. You know, I always before taking it serious, I only wanted to do things that other people wanted me to do. You know, but I never did it for myself. You know, that's where I've always went wrong because I've always done it for other people. If you're doing it for somebody else, you're gonna fail because you only want to get sober for yourself and yourself alone.
What will they say? What will they say? I don't wanna live life like this no more. I don't. Every time that I say I'll get clean, but I know I won't. I've been battling all this time, it's killing me. And I'm trying to get sober, but
I don't know how many times I've done that right there to my own mother. You know, just to go get it fixed, man. Just seeing it and thinking about it makes me sick to my freaking stomach. But that's what I did. That because the addiction took over me. You know, so I'd be following him. I'd be following the addiction, following that dragon, man. And it hurts me because I put my parents through so much pain and suffering during my active addiction. You know, and all they did was show love and care for me, and I spat in their face. So all I did was want to get high.
get clean, but I know I won't. I've been battling all this time, it's killing me. And I'm trying to get sober, but it's hard for me.
Let me speak on addiction from the voice of an addict, from someone who's battled to get where they're at on a chance knowing some never have.
Let me speak on addiction, gal, from the voice of an addict. You know, what better person to be talking to you as an addict but from an addict? You know, we can go into these counselors who've never used drugs in their lives, and they're going to tell us how to get sober. You know, and I'm not against it, you know, but an addict ain't going to listen to nobody that's actually been in their shoes. So, that's why me and my wife has decided that we wanted to go into counseling. Because what better way to help addicts, but from addicts or recovering addicts? You know? Does that make sense?
Let me speak on addiction from the voice of an addict, from someone who's battled to get where they're at on a chance knowing some never have it. Let me speak for the victims, for the families, the lives that are shattered, for the ones that you say had a choice that they made in their life, so their lives never mattered. This one's for Micah, Michelle, then it's Adam, Ryan almost dying in my car in Lantana.
This song's for all the ones that we have lost, y'all. Let's remember them. Let's remember them as we continue to grow together, y'all.
That are shattered, for the ones that you say had a choice that they made in their life, so their lives never mattered. This one's for Micah, Michelle, then it's Adam, Ryan almost dying in my car in Lantana as I'm driving. I'm trying to revive him, I'm watching his lights dim. You think,
and I don't know how many times I've done that. My family be out there in a gathering and I'll be in the bathroom getting high, and they have no idea. That just makes me sick that I think that I would do that to my family. But like I said, when you're in an active addiction, it don't matter. Nobody else matters but yourself. And that's what's sad. When you first start using, you think it, just there to make you feel good. But then it's a crutch then. And you gotta break that crutch. For real.
Their life, so their lives never mattered. This one's for Micah, Michelle, then it's Adam, Ryan almost dying in my car in Lantana as I'm driving. I'm trying to revive him, I'm watching his lights dim. You think that it's mind over matter? It doesn't matter, disease or a choice, and you tease and exploit, so you're squeezing your points, and the person it needs at that teetering point, going deeper when all they really need is a voice. You can do this.
When you're gone and
you can do this, y'all. But you don't gotta do it alone. There's people out there that are here to help. And it is, when you're in an active addiction, it's hard to ask for help. Trust me, I know. I freaking know. But there has to be a time in your life when it got to click. Either I'm gonna die like this, or I'm not. And I choose not to die in active addiction, y'all. Too many of my friends have suffered the wrath of fentanyl, heroin, opioids, methamphetamine, crack cocaine, anything under the sun. I have met people that have done it, and I've met people that have passed because of it. I lost someone just a couple months ago, truly dear to me. Was it a couple months? It wasn't even a couple months ago, I don't think. Yeah, January. So, rest in peace, Corey. Love you, brother. But, the shit's still going on. It is. And I believe a guy I follow, his name is Kalichi. It's not an epidemic no more. It's a fucking apocalypse. The shit's getting crazy, y'all.
Exploit, so you're squeezing your points, and the person it needs at that teetering point, going deeper when all they really need is a voice. You can do this.
when you're gone and your life is over, what will they say? What will they say? When you're gone 'cause you won't get sober, what will they say? What will they say? I don't wanna live life like this no more. I don't. Every time that I say I'll get clean, but I know I won't. I've been battling all this time, it's killing me.
Trying to beat this, it's killing me, y'all. Trying to battle this sobriety. But if I keep on using, it's gonna end up killing me. And it just sucks. I know people that's done, that have walked in on their loved ones and they're keeled over, or they can't get the door open, so they have to break it down because they're ODing on the toilet. It's freaking sad, y'all. It has to come to an end. It's like when I was younger, you didn't think about this kind of stuff because you thought you were just having fun. But that having fun takes over your life. And it ain't fun no more. Active addiction is a job. And it's a job that I never want to have again.
I know. Every time that I say I'll get clean, but I know I won't. I've been battling all this time, it's killing me. And I'm trying to get sober, but it's hard for me.
what it's like to be ran by that instinct inside you that sticks to the lie. I know what it's like to relive all the things that you did till you wished you would die.
When you're in addiction, you got to keep up with the lies, y'all. That's a chore in itself, because in order to cover for one lie, you got to tell 100 more. And what's the freaking point of that, y'all? Just to make you go crazy because you can't remember what you said, or what you promised, or what you didn't promise. It sucks, y'all. I've been there where I've woken up and there's people everywhere passed out, there's drugs everywhere, and at the time I thought I was in paradise, but I was actually in freaking hell, hell. It's not a lifestyle you want to live. It ain't.
I know what it's like to be ran by that instinct inside you that sticks to the lie. I know what it's like to relive all the things that you did till you wished you would die. I know what it's like when you're waking up anxious and sick, and the logical thing is
getting emails, getting calls, getting texts from my mom, where are you? Are you all right? Or you did it this time, I called the cops numerous times and I just ignore them, or I block them so I don't have to see them, At the time I thought I was making it disappear. It's still there, y'all. Those texts are still there. The anger from your parents is still there. Just because you want to try to hide it, make your feelings go away because you're running from something.
The lie. I know what it's like to relive all the things that you did till you wished you would die. I know what it's like when you're waking up anxious and sick, and the logical thing is a fix, so you push all the things that you know you should do to the side because you just want that high. But I also know what it feels like when you wake up excited for life, when you make...
See, I know what it feels like to live high, to live miserable, waking up depressed, sick, feeding for that fix. But 18 months strong, I also know what it feels like to wake up alive. I know what it feels like to wake up happy, because I don't have to worry about going out and working the corner trying to scrounge up some change to get high, or how I'm going to get someone to help me out with my fix. That shit was old, man. That shit's dead. That's in the grave. I can't live that way no more.
Make that decision within you to live, so you give all that sinew and fight for your life. There's
times my parents kicked me out because I stole from them, thinking, oh, it's okay, it's my parents, they ain't gonna care. That's their hard-earned living, hard-earned money that I took, and I feel so freaking bad about it, At the time I didn't. At the time I didn't care about nobody but myself. That's what's sad, is your parents, you're conceived by your parents raised you to be a certain way, to have certain values and morals and respect, and something just clicks in your head and just goes all away, I believe that happened around my junior year of high school. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I know I gave up everything. Gave up football, baseball, everything, because I started doing hallucinogenics a lot, and that took my reality. So taking hallucinogenics for a long period of time, my reality was gone. I didn't know what reality was. So when I was faced with reality, I didn't know how to go about it, And I'm tired of living like that, man. I'm tired of that, living outside of reality,
if there's breath in your lungs, it doesn't matter the depth of your runs. No more living on borrowing funds. No more thinking tomorrow I'm done, cause sometimes tomorrow don't come. When you
Don't worry about saying I'm gonna get sober tomorrow, guys. You gotta get sober today, because tomorrow might not come. You get high one more time, might be your last time, but it might be your last time on Earth also. You know? Don't wait for tomorrow, guys. Because tomorrow's not guaranteed. You gotta do it, you gotta do it now.
And tomorrow I'm done, cause sometimes tomorrow don't come.
When you're gone and your life is over, what will they say? What will they say? When you're gone, cause you won't get sober, what will they say? What will they say?
I don't know how many times, I'm not saying it's true or not. I don't know how many times I've been out there trying to scout up money when my parents are at the house worried sick about me. My whole family's worried sick about me. They're trying to reach out, trying to help me. I'm spitting in every single one of their faces because I thought I was the cool guy. I thought I was the gangster. I thought I was the drug dealer, you know. And I thought I had millions of friends. Ha! Yeah. As soon as Anthony goes to jail or rehab or prison or wants to get sober, he has no friends, All those friends. What's your other few? Don't get me wrong. You are out there. I love you all to death. My true friends. Y'all know who you are. Y'all really do. But the ones that thought they were my friends, and where are they at now? Can't see you. Don't want to either, though.
They say when you're gone, cause you won't get sober, what will they say? What will they say? There are times I tell myself I'm not the only one. I know I'm not alone, and I try to be brave.
This guy right here has the amazing. He can sing, guys. He can sing. Let's start that one over.
Only one, I know I'm not alone, and I try to be brave.
I'm not alone. I can see he's saying I'm being brave, You do. You gotta be brave. You're not alone. There's people out there are going to welcome you with open arms. As long as you are serious, You can't do it alone. Let's do it together, y'all.
To be brave when everything inside you feels like giving up the fight. Oh no, you're not alone.
When you feel like giving up, don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. We're out here. We're here for you. Let me help you while you help me. It's a conveying door. Everlasting door. You help me, I help you. We're in this together. We all have the same goal and purpose. Stay sober, y'all. 24 hours. All you do is gotta stay sober for today. Don't worry about yesterday. You can't worry about tomorrow. Let's worry about today. 24 hours, y'all. That's all you gotta be sober for. 24 hours at a time.
When everything inside you feels like giving up the fight. Oh no, you're not alone. So just try to be brave.
See, he's reaching back out to his mom. Mom, I'm ready. I can't do this no more. I need your help. Please. I'm gonna die out here. I'm gonna die. I don't want to die, Mom.
To be brave. When you're gone and your life is over, what will they say? What will they say?
When you're gone, man, what are they gonna say about you? How does your legacy want to be remembered? How do you want to be remembered? You want to be remembered as the junkie dope fiend, who died from an OD? I know, you know. Let's build a life together, y'all. Let's have a good life, happy, you got good family, good support groups, good job, whether you like it or not, we don't gotta do this alone. Let's have our legacies be remembered as hard workers, great parents, great siblings, great friends. That's how we do it, guys.
When you're gone, 'cause you won't get sober. What will they say? What will they say? I don't wanna live life like this no more. I don't. Every time that I'll say I'll get clean, and I know I won't.
Every time I say I'll get clean, I know I won't, guys. But this time is different. 1 year later, guys, I could get my 1 year coin. But I didn't do it alone. You have to have a program. You got to have a support group. You got to have people there that you could talk to. Non-judgmental people. Which people shouldn't be judgmental anyways. It's not. But that's neither here nor there. So, 1 year sober. I remember when I got my 1 year sober coin. It was last September. I believe I got it at the open speaker meeting at Harbor Hall. That was on a Sunday. And this is, and now I'm 18, almost 19 months. You just gotta put the work in. The steps will work if you work them, y'all.
I don't wanna live life like this no more. I don't. Every time that I'll say I'll get clean, and I know I won't. I don't wanna live life like this no more. I don't. Every time that I'll say I'll get clean, but I know I won't.
But you can.
But you can, guys. If you really, really want it, it's possible. But it ain't gonna be given to you. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. I can bring the steps to you, but I can't make you work them. You gotta believe in the first step. That's where it all begins. That you are powerless over your drug and alcohol, and your life has become unmanageable. That's the first one, y'all. I'd say steps 1 through 4 were the hardest for me, especially step 4, because that goes into your inner demons. You write down stuff that nobody else knows about you unless they were there during that time. I had to release a lot of demons. I remember when I went to talk with Spirit Dan over at Harbor Hall. He was the director of residential, and I was nervous because some of the things that I've said in that step, could change my life forever. And he, being a spiritual person and being the director, I read it to him, got it all out of my chest, and he shredded it. And I took it with me. But sobriety is not easy. If anybody tells you it's easy, I want to know what they're doing, because it's not easy. It takes work, guys. Right now, I'm working on amends, so that's definitely taken a lot, but I'm getting through it. Let's see. Here in May, I'll be getting off probation. Hopefully, I was put in for early release, so that's a blessing in disguise. I'm really hoping to get out and get on here more with these videos. Probably do it probably 2-3 times a week. I'm trying, but all depends on the information I have or the video, you know, that I have access to. So again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I did. I'll be doing another video probably next couple days. Recovery is possible, y'all. Recover loudly so others don't die quietly. My mom made this shirt for me, guys. Recover loudly so others don't die quietly. Much love and respect, guys.